EDC videos, everyday carry. I have watched so many EDC videos. They're really addicting, and I always find it really interesting to see what other people actually just always have on their person every single day. They're usually always geared towards, like, I don't want to say military people, but usually they have to do with like guns and knives and just someone who's being like prepared for like an attack, which isn't bad. I think that's actually a good thing. It's never job specific. It's never like a EDC of a carpenter or an everyday carry of a truck driver. It's always just everyday carry if you're going to Walmart or going to buy stamps or something. Like, it's usually not ever tools that they use for their job. It's just like their wallet and their phone and their $300 flashlight and their $1,500 pistol. I've always enjoyed those videos, but I wanted to make one, because I love watching them, of like a farmer slash homesteader everyday carry, the tools that I keep on my person and why. I work full-time on a dairy farm in northern Michigan, and so this is what I carry on my person every day for farming, for being a worker on a farm. I'll start with my back left pocket. This is a new addition recently. This is just a cloth, a cleaning cloth from the milking parlor, in case I get, cow manure on my face, which happens more than you think it would, or maybe less than you think it would, depending on who you are. This comes in handy a lot if I'm around more civilized people during the day. I can use it to blow my nose. Otherwise, we just do the farmer sneeze, which I think it's pretty cool that our profession has a sneeze named after us. I bear that with great honor. That's my back left pocket and comes in handy. This isn't something you would want to like hand to your significant other if they're like, hey, do you have a rag? This is disgusting and gross and usually has poop on it. So that's what that is for. In case you get poop on your lip, you got something to wipe it off with. All right, my back right pocket is my wallet. I think I bought this wallet in high school. It's very, very thick. I've never really wanted to get behind the Ridge type wallet, the minimalist wallets that like all have credit cards, because I like to carry cash. It seems like if I were to get a small wallet, it would just overflow. So that's my back right pocket, and probably the reason I have occasional back pain. Front left pocket is a flashlight. I used to have a whole bunch of these flashlights that cost like 10, 20 bucks. I can't remember. They're called Coast, but they started not working and like flickering, and the springs went soft in them and they just weren't any good. And this is a flashlight that fell off of a guy's truck as he was pulling out of the gas station the night before deer season. And so the only reason I saw it is because it was on when it fell. But this is the Streamlight Wedge. So if you're in the Cadillac area and have lost a Streamlight Wedge this past deer season eve, get a hold of me and I will get this back to you. But it's a really nice flashlight. It's rechargeable, USB-C on the top. My favorite part about this flashlight is the pocket clip. You can see it goes all the way to the top. So when it's in your pocket, pretend this is your pocket, there's nothing sticking out to get caught on stuff, and it's not going to fall out of your pocket with the clip where it's at. And it's really, really cool. I like the button on it. That's on. And if you want super bright, push it all the way forward, springs back to center, off. Really nice light, super duper sturdy. I think it's aluminum, but that's my current light. Pocket knife is a Skiff. I think this is the company that Matt Carricker, the Demolition Ranch guy, had with his friend. Really, really sturdy knife. My brother got, not this particular knife, I lost the first one. It's in the chicken coop somewhere, I swear, so I bought two more. I like them because they're sturdy. They have the steel grade on the blade. This is 420C, and there is the serial number. I'll put it on the screen if you guys want to look up this specific knife. Super sturdy. The blade is really thick. I like the half circle shape there to put your hand in. It's really safe if it gets wet and stuff in the winter. And this is what I used to pry and scrape stuff, because the blade's so big I can just always sharpen it. This is like my prior scraper cutting strings off of hay bales knife. And I really like it. Also, same thing on this knife, you'll notice the pocket clip goes all the way up, just like the flashlight. So that means that when it's in your pocket, that's what you see. So it's not gonna like, some of these knives will, the top of the clip will be there and it'll just fall out of your pocket. These clips on both of these are super strong. They go all the way to the top and they're the best and I like them. Also in my front left is, this is recently, this is just Palm personal defense spray. I'm a big watcher of the Active Self Protection channel, and there's been lots of videos on there recently of like dog attacks, and this is something that I want to have on my person, especially on a farm. I don't know what it is about dogs and animals, but it seems like we'll get like half a dozen stray dogs that will wander onto the farm every year. And some of them are friendly, but I mean, there's no guarantee that they're going to be friendly. Our first dog at the farmhouse when I was a kid was a stray dog that ended up to be just the best dog ever. But not all of them are. There's lots of bad dog owners who have aggressive dogs, and I would rather spray it with this instead of, you know, stabbing it or shooting it or having it tear me apart. So this, yes, it's for self-protection if I were to get, I don't know, if something crazy were to happen, but it was the stray dog issue made me start carrying this regularly. My front right is rubber gloves. These are really great if you have hands that you want to stay clean and not get dirty, or if you have really dirty hands and you want to keep something clean that you don't want to get dirty. These are really good for that. I try to keep 2 or 3 pairs in my pocket. Usually I'll take them and like tuck them in to another glove so that they're not all loosey-goosey. But these are nice to have. They come in handy quite a lot. If there's binder twine or a piece of scrap metal or something that you find in an alley covered in manure, you can throw one of those on so your hand doesn't smell like cow poop for the rest of the day. My front right pocket is also my cell phone, but that's what I'm filming on. It's a Apple phone. Yep. My belt is a belt. It's a good belt. I don't know which one it is, but get a good belt. I also carry on my left hip a Leatherman Surge in its polyester, I guess it would be, sheath. I also carry the extended bit storage packs. Here's the other one. These go into the sheath that comes with the Leatherman. There's pockets in there for them. This is also another extra pocket where the saw blade is. Really, really like this. There's 2 knives on it. One is serrated and the other is straight. And if you're in a pinch, you can deploy both of them and use them as scissors. It's not the best use of the Leatherman Surge, but that is possible because it also has scissors on it. Really handy. There's a system on here. It's got a file in it right now, but you can swap out the file for the saw that comes with it. It goes in just like that. Super easy unless you're doing it on camera like that. Super duper handy. It's got wire cutters there. It's been way more useful than I thought it would have been. I would never go back to not carrying one. Super, super duper handy. The Surge is one of the larger ones, if not the largest, like multi-tool that Leatherman makes. Super duper useful. Really, really handy. And all these bits, I've used these a couple times. I don't need to carry them, but they're worth having in the sheath. I think it's $20 or something to get this, I think 20-bit set. It's been handy. I'm going to keep carrying it. It's not like it takes up any room or anything. So that's that. On my front right belt loop, I carry 2. I used one today, but I usually carry 2 gate clips. I'm in charge of like bedding our young cattle pens at the farm, so I'm opening and closing gates all the time, and we use chains and clips for our gates, and over time they'll get corroded, or if they get pulled one way or pinched the other, it'll keep this clasp from being able to close properly. And so every time you're opening up a pen, maybe once a month, once every other week, you'll usually have to replace one of those. So I keep those on my belt so I don't have to make an extra trip to the back room to go find where these are at. I always have them on my belt. So if we're somewhere moving cattle and we're short a clip, if one has disappeared or broken, but we have to chain a gate, I've always got one on my belt to save time. It's always worth it. Ear protection, really important for me every day. I spend most of my day in a skid steer, and so if I didn't have like wireless headphones, I would be wearing like earbuds, some sort of hearing protection. I normally have Raycon wireless earbuds, not a sponsor. These are the everyday wireless earbuds that they have. I purchased the Work Buds that come in the square-ish shaped case. Don't buy those. They do have a longer battery life, I believe, and they're branded as like the Work earbud. They're not good at all. They hurt my ears if I wear them for a long time. These were the first earbuds I've ever purchased that I can wear for 12 hours on a long day, and my ears don't hurt at the end of the day. I can wear these every single day, all week, and my ears don't hurt. But the Work Buds that are in the square case, those stink. Don't buy those. They're sitting on my nightstand, and they're like $40 more expensive than these. Sometimes I can't wear these in my ear. If I, pick an earwax out of it and hurt something, my ear swells up. That kind of sounds weird and traumatic. It's not. I don't know. Sometimes I'll get like ear infection type deals like once a year or something. If that happens, I'll go over the ear with the headphones. These are nice because they have active noise canceling. These ones don't have noise canceling, but they still work pretty well in the machines that we have. If you're running older equipment, louder machinery, this might not be enough during the day. So that's where these are really, really awesome. And so you put these on when I'm in the skid steer, you hardly hear anything. These are really, really good. The battery life on these is like way, way longer than a wireless earbud. These are like 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that, and they recharge in the case. These ones will last 3 or 4 days. So it's a lot nicer. Wear them around the neck when I'm not using them, usually listening to audiobooks or podcasts or something like that. Really handy. I still have my hearing and hope to still have my hearing in the future. This is my car key. I used to have a huge lanyard. I kept losing it. The lanyard would get caught on stuff. I mean, I'm walking around animals and gates and walking around in barns, and so it would get caught on stuff and I would lose it. So I always wear a Carhartt t-shirt that's got a pocket on the chest, and so I just took my car key off of the keychain, took all the useless stuff. I think I had a thumb drive on there and like a souvenir stuff. Got rid of all that junk, so where I just have my car key in my shirt pocket, and I've never lost the key. And that's been for like 2 years, something like that. Never lost a key before, and I think it's because you just simplify it. I have carried this for 1 year, almost exactly 1 year. This is a Pez dispenser. It's a 12+1. It shoots out Pez every time you hit the Pez button at like, I don't know, twice the speed of sound, something like that. It can be dangerous, but if you catch it, I mean, it's candy. It does have a light on the bottom here so that if unwelcome house guest comes in the middle of the night, I can more easily share my candy with them. Anyway, it looks like a firearm, but it's a Pez dispenser, and so, It has a 30-round magazine clip and can dispense with 30 rounds in less than half a second. But this has been a fun experience, learning experience over the past year, taking the class to obtain a Pez permit and carrying it every day, snacks whenever I want. I've learned a lot, and I'd like to do a video on that in the future, but that's what I carry sometimes, Pez dispenser. That is my everyday carry for a dairy farmer, employee farmer, someone who works on a farm. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. More videos coming soon. Catch you on the next one. EDC videos. Everyday carry.